Hello and welcome to this instalment of Talkin Trim. I'm Jonathon Skinner and today we're looking at the dashboard fascia cover for the Triumph TR2, TR3, TR3A and TR3B models. And what we've got to showcase in this video here is the pre-cut retrim kit that we offer, as well as an example of a trimmed unit. I just wanted to go over a couple of these things in a brief video just to show you what we offer, and then I'll obviously show you how it should look when it's trimmed, but obviously showcase as well the quality and workmanship that we offer when we do the trimming service. Before we dive into the details of it, let's just reference the book here. So we're obviously talking about this dashboard fascia here. Obviously it's mirrored for left-hand drive and right-hand drive. So for right-hand drive cars, you obviously had the glove box on the left-hand side, the opening there. Then you had the instrument panel in the middle, and then obviously the dials on the right-hand side. Obviously for left-hand drive cars, it was the opposite. This book does not have any. And in fact, the trimmed up version we have here is for a left-hand drive. You can see the big slot opening there for the glove box and the dials on the driver's side, with obviously the steering wheel element of things. Now the Triumph TR2s and TR3s commonly left with material on the front fascia panel, all in the same colour as the main trim, whereas the TR3As and TR3Bs often left with a black crinkled effect paint on the instrument dials in the middle there. It's not a particularly good example, unfortunately, because obviously the rest of the car is black as well. But certainly some of the TR3As, if not the vast majority of them, left with this sort of black painted panel in the middle there, not necessarily a material. However, we do not divert away from our kit with what we offer. We always offer material to cover that instrument dial in the middle there. It's completely up to you whether you trim it or paint it if you have one of those models there, but we always effectively oversupply to make sure you have the option there. Now, in terms of what we offer as a kit, we can obviously offer it in vinyl or leather. When we're talking leather, we've obviously got the different grain finishes, smooth versus grained, and of course original Vomel if you prefer. See our website for more details on that. The majority of the cars, if not all of them, would have left with vinyl dash fasciings from the factory originally, although strictly speaking they used leather cloth vinide back then, which we can offer if you want. Do talk to us about that, but generally that's superseded these days with vinyl ambler material. So that's how it normally left the factory. Some cars might have left with upgrade kits that had sort of leather on there, and in fact we have seen a couple of examples, and in fact supplied a couple of parts for this specific car that left with a very strange sort of grey and black polka dotsy sort of pattern on there, but that's extremely rare. I think they were going through the motions of what to use in certain areas on that one, so we have used that. Do see our website, I think I've done a blog post on it. But yeah, effectively from the factory, the majority of them would have been in vinyl. We offer this as a 3-piece kit, as you see here. So you get the main cover for the actual dashboard fascia, and then you get a piece of material there, which is, like I say, for the instrument panel in the middle here. And then you get a piece of material here, which is for the glove box lid itself. Now, our customer's only sent us his actual dashboard fascia. He didn't send us the lid or the instrument panel. So obviously we've trimmed up the dashboard fascia there, and then you've still got the loose materials there and there for the glove box lid and the center instrument dash there. Now, you'll notice something obviously quite unique on the vinyl version here is it's got these sewn tabs here for the steering wheel, which obviously you can see that's how it gets trimmed on a left-hand drive one. But obviously we've done them on both sides. That's not a mistake. That's generally how we have supplied our kits for years. And there's the obvious thing is you have, there we go, put that over there like that. You have got plenty of excess room there, so you basically chop off what isn't applicable to your car there. So that's how we supply a lot of our vinyl kits there, just to give ultimate flexibility in terms of sometimes, obviously, if we're selling to a garage as a stock kit and they're not sure what the next car is that they're going to have in there, then it gives them flexibility. However, when we do leather kits, because obviously the leather is more expensive and more space conscious when we're cutting up a hide, we will supply the kit relevant to left-hand drive or right-hand drive, but standardly for vinyl kits, for the most part, we'll always supply them like that, and you just have to chop off what you don't need. But in terms of the actual cover itself, obviously it's pre-cut, it's oversized, gives you plenty of play around the edges, etc. And then it does have these top stitching elements to it here, which go around the steering column here, and you can see that's the way it sort of gets trimmed around there. effectively, and you fold it and tuck it under there. It does get a little bit messy around these corners here, but ultimately when everything's said and done in the car and you have the steering wheel column going through, then there's no issue there. But as you can see, the rest of it has been beautifully trimmed. That's how it should be getting trimmed around holes and things, either by yourself or a professional trimmer. We always do it this way, where you have multiple slits going around, and it just gives really good sort of definition in these areas here. And these are the levels that we always go to, and we encourage anyone else that's doing a restoration to go to as well. No half measures with these sorts of things, glued all the way around. We don't tend to use the little clips that some people use, and I think actually they might have been original for some of the cars. We tend to find a good paste on contact adhesive is easily the best way. And part of the process as well is to make sure that the effectively the dashboard metalwork that you're bonding onto is in decent condition. So you want to be cleaning it up, getting rid of any residue, making sure it's nice and flat, not any dinks or anything in it, then rough it up as well, so that the glue takes to it well. And we always actually recommend you do a bit of a test run with the glue just on the actual dashboard itself without any of the material, to see how the glue reacts to whatever the surface of the dash is. It's always worth that. Otherwise, sometimes unfortunately you go gung-ho on it, and because of some paint or something like that that's been applied to the dash previously, the glue reacts with it. So we do recommend that. But that's effectively the kit we offer. So it's a 3-piece kit, the main fascia with the steering wheel seam there, and then 2 pieces for covering those bits and bobs. And we sell that as a kit on its own, but it is included as standard as part of our trim panel kit for all of those models, the TR2s, the TR3s, TR3As and TR3Bs. The trim panel kits are worth checking out my videos detailing those, because they are easily the best way of buying our parts there. They basically incorporate a bundle kit that does all the main interior trim panels and cappings for the car, and if you buy it as a kit, it works out significantly cheaper than buying all of the parts individually. But like I say, do check out my other video for that one. But if you just need to redo the dash, then let us know, and we can obviously just supply you that kit. Also, we do get quite a lot of inquiries for people wanting our trim panel kit, but wanting it with a leather dash fascia material, because some of the other cappings were leather originally, some such as the dash tops and the door tops and the quarter elbow cappings, and so sometimes people want this in leather as well. That's not a problem at all, although we don't have a sort of pre-stated part number on our website for that option. If you do want to swap that out, just let us know, and we'll just work out the cost difference and do it that way. So that's not a problem at all. I'm more than happy to do that. Obviously, when it comes down to the trimming of the dashboard, the majority, we just send the kits all over the world, and you trim them at your end. But if you do want to do like this customer and send it to us and get the job done absolutely properly, including things for the dashboard, for the glove box lid and things like that, do let us know. We're more than happy to upholster people's house in our factory and do sort of video and photo blogs of it if you wish as well. So do contact us for more details on that. But this is the level that we work to, and we expect anyone else, certainly in a professional capacity, to be working to. So always make sure that that is the sort of benchmark element of things there. You know, no creases, crinkles, etc. It's all lovely and trimmed out. Even you can see on this example here how wrinkly it is around some of these bits here. So yeah, it's worth keeping in mind that we have very high standards and we always adhere to them. So we do like it when customers send us their parts, because it means that we get to do the job properly. Anyway, hope you found that video useful. There are going to be some other video links at the end of this one that I'd encourage you to check out, because there are other parts related to this video that you might be interested in. So please be sure to do that. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.